All right, well, I'm not with firing Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn week one. Let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Appreciate the love, support everybody showing the channel. I'm gonna try to keep this short, simple, and sweet. It was game one, but it had a lot of acceptable excuses, in my opinion. One of those acceptable excuses was just injury. Now, some people can make the assumption that the injuries came from Patricia working the players too hard in training camp, but apparently there's been a nice little string of hamstring and soft tissues injuries across the NFL. So if Coleman and Trufant don't get hurt, Trubisky goes down, and probably Nick Foles is probably, he loses, but then Nick Foles is probably starting next week versus the Giants for the Bears. So it was a lot of things that, some coaching questions that kept, coaching plays that came into question, booting a 55-yard punt instead of booting a 50-yard kick and missing it instead of putting it. Calling the timeout when Jimmy Graham scored a touchdown. I'm explaining that right now. My whole thing about that was they came out in the same formation. Basically, they called the timeout for no reason. We could have used down the stretch. When he had Tracy Walker one-on-one before the timeout, they came out the timeout doing the same thing. They scored. He wasted the timeout. So him not taking accountability, all of that. But what does firing Patricia now prove? That we're going to be looking for a head coach? What does it prove? Somebody from his staff that he picked is going to be the head coach, the interim head coach. What does it mean? Does it change? I mean, if we put a new coach in, 9 times out of 10, this team going to stay on the same trajectory or fall off. Okay? It's no point in firing Patricia right now. Jesus or God is not going to send the Lions coach that's going to get us to the promised land out of thin air. He's not going to send it. So my whole thing is let Patricia finish out the season. If it get ugly down the stretch, you can release him then. We plan for the off season. There's no point in releasing him right now. None at all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can say, well, he's stupid. I mean, what is it going to change? This is his team. This is his roster. Let him play it out. If we gonna lose, we gonna lose regardless. If we gonna win, we gonna win with him. We're not gonna win with an interim coach. We're not gonna win with an interim general manager. That is what it is. So everybody need to kind of quiet down about firing this man. I'm not defending him. I'm just saying let him get his day in court. His day in court is 16 weeks throughout the NFL season. Now, if we go into Thanksgiving 1 and whatever or 0 and something, okay, at that point when we're mathematically eliminated or close to mathematically eliminated from the playoffs, fire him. But if they was going to fire him, he was what he was last year. He was what he was the year before last. He was what he was before he got here. So let him continue to play it out. And then people that's calling for a fire of a general manager and a head coach, and I'm not against it. I'm just saying now it's a stupid time. You had all last year from December to now, before the season, to fire him. Do you guys trust that Sheila will bring in the right coaching staff is the question. Is she going to hire the right general manager? Or is she going to go into a meeting, let the NFL handle in the hiring process, and pick the guy she liked best? Pick the kind man who conned her into saying he can do the job. That's what they do. That's what Matt Millen did. He got in and pillow talk Mr. Ford. Yeah, I could turn this thing around, Mr. Ford. I don't need no experience. I could turn this thing all the way around. We've been in the Super Bowl. No time. Come on. I would feel more comfortable firing these guys knowing that Sheila got a senior advisor. Somebody that knew football. Tony Dungy. Don't mean I got to be there 24/7. Somebody can help her put the right people in place. Bill Parcells, Jimmy Johnson. If she want to throw her money around, her best money she going to spend right now is bringing in a senior advisor that's proven. Ozzie Newsome, Peyton Manning. Don't mean Peyton Manning the GM. He just help you make football decisions and put the right people in place. But it's no point in firing him. Everybody emotional. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is very emotional right now. Fire Matt Patricia after one game. And, if we was going to fire him, he did the same shit he did last year. The year before that, he did even worse. I was at the game versus the Jets. So I know I'm not with firing Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn. Not at this particular moment. When we close to being mathematically eliminated from making the playoffs, which is a little bit harder this year, by the way. What you mean, CJ? Because they added one playoff team in the East Conference, so it's only going to be one bye. So I'm not with it. Some people may disagree with me, but what is it going to change? Week 2, week 3, week 4? It's not going to change anything. The playbook is the playbook, both sides. You know what I'm saying? You can say, well, maybe somebody managed the game better. I doubt it. Dumb birds of a feather flock together. You know what I'm saying? So let the men coach out the season, or until at least we mathematically eliminated. But like I said, do you trust Sheila any more than you trust Mrs. Ford and Mr. Ford to get the right people in place, you know, for this situation? Don't forget, you know, the next people she picked, they going to play out their damn contract more likely, because she's not about to be paying, you know, next coaching staff and this coaching staff, so, and general manager. So remember that, you know, and anybody got any people in mind that you want, here the 49ers defensive coordinator. It's a lot of different guys out there you can get, you know, but hey, let me know what you guys think. Who would you want to be the next coach? But then again, like I said, let them finish out this season until they see mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. And then we commence. But hey, appreciate the love, support. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel? Cash App is CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Best way to donate is to share the video. Don't forget you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have business, question, inquiry, response, your video requests. All my social media links in the description. One time for the one time we gone.